23 years to discover the Harry Potter theory that's so unhinged, it has to be true. And you all know it's going to be my number one villain, Dumbledore, here, okay? Because he actually left Harry in a home so toxic because he wanted him to be so deprived of love that he would be willing to be unalived for it. He wanted to create a martyr. Dumbledore was known for being sociopathic for the greater good. He had a pretty good understanding of Horcruxes before the Potters were unalived, and that kind of cemented the idea when, Harry was unalived. He knew the process of making him. He had a pretty good idea that Harry could have been possibly the last Horcrux. He actually wasn't planning to keep Harry at the Dursleys forever. He was just letting the dust settle, figuring it out. But here's the thing, you have to remember that Dumbledore was a collector. We know Slughorn, but it was really Dumbledore, okay? And he collected people who were hard out there, okay? Who are down on the outs, okay? Like, you have Lupin, you have Hagrid, you have Snape, and then he manipulates their love for things, or he manipulates their situation so that they're endeared to him, so they're indebted to him. That's why he never did anything to defend Sirius Black and give him his freedom, because he couldn't manipulate Sirius, okay? Because Sirius Black was confident. He could have had Harry go live with Sirius Black and maybe Remus Lupin, but there's no way that he would have been able to control Harry in that situation, because there's no way that Remus and Sirius would have let their little baby boy be manipulated by Dumbledore. And Harry would have gotten love, so he wouldn't have had to search for it in Dumbledore and be imprint upon Dumbledore. Where you been, Luca? He becomes this grandfather figure to Harry from the moment that Harry arrives. And then he says, okay, everything you're doing is for love, Harry. You have to do this for love. He drills it into his head, the message, over and over again. So that finally, by the time it's time for him to sacrifice himself, he goes willingly into the forest, all for love.